Selamat datang di acara diskusi panel mengenai how the retail industry uses big data and artificial intelligence to improve sales performance. Dengan bangga dan senang hati, saya Flora Tejo akan membantu jalannya acara pada hari ini. Okay. We would like to invite Dr. Willson Lin, Doer's Education Group, and Mr. Joseph Luther Simbar from Mimin, and also Mr. Irvan Permana from Iris Jakarta as a moderator on this sessions. Please. These discussions will be led by Mr. Irvan. Okay. Please, Mr. Irvan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Good evening. Good afternoon. And then, Mr. Lin, thank you for coming. My dear chef, thank you for coming as well. Okay. So before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Irvan Permana. I'm coming from Iris Jakarta, who will guide this conversation. And we will have a good discussion with Mr. Lin and also Mr. Joseph, I believe, in terms of how we can use the big data and artificial intelligence. It's a very interesting topic, and I believe it will give us a lot of knowledge and insight how to implement, how to make it happen in the real world, right? So, without further ado, let me introduce our first speaker, Dr. Willson Lin from Doer's Education Group. He is the chairman of Doer's Education Group, and he has been around in Asian country, I believe, Mr. Lin, right? More than 11 countries and regions across Asia. So, Mr. Lin will presenting about how the retail industry uses big data and artificial intelligence to improve sales performance. And then later on, Mr. Joseph from Mimin will discuss about how we can using generative AI to create a better customer experience for customers. So without further ado, I will leave the stage. The stage is yours, Mr. Lin. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Willson Lin. I come from Taiwan, but I'm running my business in Asia. There's more than 8 countries in Asia, except for Myanmar and Laos. All the other countries we have the office over there. So now we want to talking about how the retail industry use big data and AI to improve sales. Okay, so this is a very short debrief because it's only 15 minutes. So if we have anything we can discuss, we can do it later after this section. Okay? So this is some case study here. So I'm Willson Lin, I'm also a professor from Suzhou University in Taiwan, and also the chairman of Meta Doers World. And also we have Meta Doers Innovation here in Indonesia. It's a very new company. We just set the company about for 4 months. Okay, and also just nearby this Taman Anggrek. Is it Taman Anggrek Mall? So in Taman Anggrek Mall is Bangor, right? Anybody here heard about the Bangor, right? No, okay, so you should go. Okay, it's a very big exhibition now, just nearby about 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. So now we were talking about the definition of big data and AI and the source of data, and we give some methods. Okay, you can try to do, and we give some conclusion here. So now how is the big data? I think the definition quite be the same. So it's the technology of collecting, storing, and analyzing vast amounts of data. Indeed, all the company, all the different store, you produce many data every day. But indeed, all the data just go away. We don't know how to use it, right? We don't know how to transfer all this data into the real business. And also, because AI now is very important, right? So technology that symbolize human intelligence in machines. I just try to ask you, do you use ChatGPT? Anyone here use ChatGPT? Only a few? Okay. Do you use it every day? Use ChatGPT every day? No. Okay. Do you use you pay for $20 1 month? No, you only use the free edition, right? So you must pay for that. Huh? You pay for $20, then you at least you will save about $100, $1,000 each month. Okay, so you can try to do it. So we have some tests. in Indonesia, I think that's the biggest country in ASEAN, right? Because the population has so many population here, 2 million, 2.77. 2 million, no, 273 million people here, okay? So we do the exhibition just nearby, okay, in Taman Anggrek, okay? So when the first day, I see so many people come here to see exhibition, I'm so excited. Because population, the amount of population means business, okay? Means how many things you can do. So for those people, there's quite a long queue over there. Everyone come here not only for exhibition. We also can use those data to sell them for other things. If they come from with a family, we have family products. If they come with a student, we have some student products there. So how to transfer all the data into business is very, very important. Okay. So this anyway, this is Mango. We're talking about a Mango. So we use the exhibition. Exhibition is not only for exhibition himself. We want to use exhibition to collect all the data. Data is most important, okay? So if you go, then you can see something over there, and many people. And of course, finally, when it come out from the exhibition, there's merchandise, okay? So merchandise is only the one thing. Not only for merchandise, we have web 1, web 2, web 3. You have web 1, right? Just like computer, you connect with the internet, use computer, that's web 1. You connect internet with mobile phone, that's web 2, right? But now, you connect with internet with a wearable, any wearable tools, okay, that's web 3. So we want to collect all the things for web 1, web 2, and web 3. Okay. Now, we just try to find out, we have how many ways to collect the data. So in source of data, we have 3 different ways. One is the customer purchase records, okay? So the retailers often sell customer shopping records, this including not only the products, customers purchase, okay? Their purchase times and the quantity, but it may also include the frequency and the total spend. So this data can analyze customer shopping patterns and also reference. So, but most of the store, the waste for the data. So the second thing is we can do the web click-through rates, okay? So let's do the online behavior data of customers, such as which products they click on, where they spend the most time on the site, and also what keywords they search for. So this data reviews product opportunity and the customer shopping intent. I think most of the company, they own a big data, they didn't make any money so far. Like Grab. Grab still, Grab, okay, they still cannot make any money now, but you cannot imagine if we don't have Grab, we don't know how to go, right? We don't know how to shop, we don't know how to eat, okay? We don't know how to pay. So this kind of company, not only for the business themselves, but for all those data that can cooperate with other business, they will come out from a new income for them. And also for the data source 3 is about social media feedback. So many consumers post reviews and opinion about products or service on social media. So this feedback provides great product reviews for the retailers and also help them understand customer expectation and needs. Okay. So these are 12 things we can discuss about. So number 1 is how to use the AI or ChatGPT or all tools to do the customer behavior prediction. So we can use the past customer shopping records to predict future shopping needs, like this company, I think everybody know that, about Alibaba. So Alibaba using big data to analyze customer shopping habits and also predict the best-selling products. I have some experience with Alibaba. Okay, so will you see on the screen? Will you see on the screen? Check mark? No, you should see me, right? Not only check mark. That's 2003. My God, that's 20 years ago. That's 20 years ago, yeah. 20 years ago, 2003, I worked for Alibaba. We do the training and consulting for Alibaba company for 6 years, from 2003 to 2008, okay? So that's quite a long year. So we know Alibaba from a very, very traditional business and now become the leading company, right, in this area, okay? But even in China, China has many political reasons, okay? So many restrictions. But even that, they can still to find out the best way to do it, okay? So I'm just talking about, but anyway, Alibaba, the Jack Ma is really a good learner. He learned everything from outside, but put it inside to do it in China. So that's the way. So for anything who had happened in the United States can also happen in China. But in China have anything, we can also do it in ASEAN. So you must be the ASEAN number one. You don't need to be the world's number one. If you be the ASEAN number one and the world's number one will cooperate with you when they come here. Okay, so that's the best thing. And also the second thing is the personalized recommendation. So based on the customer browsing and purchase records, so the over personalized product recommendation. So like the JD, the Jingdong, JD also the number one, one of the leading company in China. So the recommendation system display products similar to the user shopping habits. Okay, so like the KK Mart. My headquarters office in Asia is in Malaysia. Okay, so my neighborhood is KK. KK Mart owns 700 different convenience stores, 24-hour convenience store in Malaysia. And also they put a thing as a JD. JD do online, but KK do offline. So the offline shopping can also predict the behavior of the customer, not only from the online side. Okay? And also the third thing is the inventory optimization. So using the predictive analysis to ensure that most popular products is always in stock. So we know how many things we have, then we know how to do the promotion or lose, just like a stock. Okay? So like Huawei also in China. So AI helps predict which phone models will be in demand and just ensuring the supply stability. And the number 4 is the price optimization. So to analyze the market trends, competitors, and also consumer response, dynamically adjust product price. So you can imagine one day, but not only for one day, but this should be today. Today in the States, we go to just a Costco. Just like Costco, you get into Costco, then such as this moment there's 4,000 people inside Costco, okay? Then if there's only about just like 200 bottles of milk over there, but we can just analyze for these 4,000 people this time, there's more than 500 people want to buy the milk, but there are only 200 bottles on the stock. Okay, so how can we do? Because we don't have enough merchandise, right? So all the milk will going up about 10% or 20% price directly, because we don't have enough merchandise. But if that's a watermelon, right? For the 4,000 people inside, then we can just depend on the material. We can analyze the data. We find out nobody want to buy the watermelon in this period for these 4,000 people, and the watermelon pricing going up. So you just use the price to control everything. So we not use the paper. When you go to any shopping mall here, this is the paper, $10, $20, $30, but in the future they're all by screen. All the screen can connect with the backside and can all do the adjustment. Okay, so just use it. And Amazon also using AI to dynamically adjust price based on demand and also inventory condition. And number 5 is about virtual fitting room. So using AI technology to allow customer to try on clothes without going to a physical store. So that's Zara, right? Zara is the number 1 company in the world. And Zara launching a virtual fitting room. Customer can use phone or computers to try different clothing combination. But not only for virtual or for real, indeed there's a big company in China. This company called Hongling. Okay, Hongling Jiban is a very big company in Taiwan, in China, in Chengdu, Shandong. You can see all that. They're just like in office, but indeed they are making the clothes. In office to make all the clothes, they can collect all the data directly. I just show you a very short video, for Hongling in China, like here. Okay, yeah. Just about 1 minute. Okay. So there's a new system from China.
这是任何一件机器流水生产的品牌成衣所不能比拟的。
From the world, anybody from the world to book your own clothes handmade, about 7 days can ship to any country in the world. But how they can collect the data? They collect data like this. Sorry, here. Yeah. They data like this. So they have an apps. The apps, they just sign in the apps. And you can put all your data, like your shoulder, okay, your neck, how long is the hand, the legs. You put all the data inside, and they can produce all the clothes automatically. Okay, so that's a different way anyway. So that's an automatic system. There are 3,000 handmade labors to do it inside the factory. But when I came to Indonesia, I found out there's many company about clothing, right? T-shirt, everything. But indeed, we have some new system to do it. I'm the consultant of this company. So if you are in this area, we can also talk about this. Okay. So they collect all the data and put all the data in the real life to make a close. And 7 days, say it again, 7 days. Any country in the world, you can receive the close handmade, okay, in your home. So it's very fast. Okay, sorry, because there's only 15 minutes. I think there's another 5 minutes left. So I will try my best to do it. Okay, so let's number 8. And also next thing here. Go back. Okay. So number 6 is the customer service automation. So using AI to automatically answer common questions, improving customer service efficiency. Okay, like Dixin. Okay, Dixin is also a very big company in China. They're using AI customer service robots to answer basic inquiry from customer 24 hours a day. Not only Dixin, will you see? You see me again, is that? Okay, this is my AI avatar for myself. Okay, yeah, so indeed I don't need to be online. My avatar can speak for me for 24 hours per day. Yeah, like this. But anyway, this is Mandarin. So this is my avatar. This is not really me. Okay, this is my avatar. This is my avatar. Okay. So anyway, there's another avatar here. This is another avatar for myself. So I just collect all my data from my voice, okay, and also the data from my body. Then I can put into any language inside that. I can only speak for Mandarin language, right? But I didn't know the Indonesian language, no problem, because they collect my voice already. So when I put into the Chinese word, and also they can translation into the Indonesian language directly. So you can see from me, but even you see me, but I can speak. I can speak it in the Indonesian language, I can speak in Malaysian language, any language I can speak, because they collect my voice data already. Yeah, and also for this system we have, also we can answer any customer question 24 hours online. And also I sell anything here, they can also sign up, they can also buy any merchandise, okay, from the web system directly. So we don't need to have any people to online to observe for all those things. Okay. So this is also a system we have. And number 7 is an intelligent search engine. So using AI technology to understand the consumer search intention and providing more accurate product suggestions, like the Note 10. Okay, this is from Korea. And so using an AI search engine, when consumers search for products, they can provide suggestions based on their purchase history. And also the number 8 is the customer traffic prediction. So by analyzing this data, predicting the peak traffic periods of the stores, so which helps in personal scheduling and operation automation. Okay, so like Starbucks. Okay, so start using the big data to predict which time period have the highest customer traffic in the store to ensure service quality. And also the number 9 is the precision marketing position. So through analyzing the consumer data, so marketing activities target at specialty consumer groups. And also, just like Coca-Cola, they're using the big data analysis to making the activities target and special and groups and regions. And number 10 is about the product placement optimization. So based on the consumer's shopping habit and the store traffic, determine the display location of products, like the Carrefour. So Carrefour using AI analysis to determine which product should be placed in which location in the store to attract more customers. Number 11 is quite important in this area, especially like you heard about Cambodia or something. Okay, yeah, enough? Time? Oh, time. Sorry, again? It's time?
Time is up.
Oh, okay, so I don't want to continue. Maybe we have some time later. Okay,
yes.
Just see this and this topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Give me the applause to Dr. Lin. So now let's have another session with Pak Joseph Luther Simbar, who will discuss about the consumer experience using generative AI. So without further ado, Pak Joseph, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
We will have a discussion later, yeah, after Pak Joseph, yeah.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Okay, great to see all of you here. So, my topic today is very simple. It will be discussing how we can use generative AI to create a better customer experience. But before I get there, I get Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Ini namanya nggak siap, Bapak Ibu ya. Okay, there you go. So a little bit of introduction about myself. My name is Joseph. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mimin. So what we do at Mimin is we create chat journeys for more than 50,000 businesses in 3 different countries. In Indonesia, we're in over 20 provinces and over 50 cities. We are helping businesses in 8 of those different industries. And we're actually part of Salim Group as well. So we've been able to help them internally to digitize and also create their own chat journey. But I'm not here to talk about Mimin. I'm here to talk about this. Right? So it's, again, using chat generative AI to create a better customer experience. I'll break down my talk to 3 different aspects. Using chat, using generative AI, to create a better customer experience. So let's start from the first one, using chat. Can I know who is a baby boomer here? Nobody, yeah? We're all young people here, yeah? Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z. What do all of these people, what do all of us have in common? Is that we all actually long for human connection. Now, we may be different in age, but that doesn't mean that this is any different, right? The only difference is the channels. Maybe the older generations, they're more used to taking phone calls, right? To talk to customers via phone calls. But if you ask the young people these days, I'm still young as well, right? But if the Gen Zs, the millennials, you ask them to pick up a phone call, they would never pick up a phone call, right? What's the #1 channel that they would want to use right now? Chat, right? And specifically, maybe because this is Indonesia, we'll be talking about WhatsApp, right? So, why does chat matters, right? So this is the first point that I want to make. Chat matters because it's a very huge opportunity. If your business is not utilizing chat, you are not embracing this huge opportunity. So based on research, by 2026, I think, the chat commerce market is estimated to be around 18.4 billion in Asia Pacific. Also, at the same time, chat has a very high satisfaction rating if you do it right. Right? Based on surveys, if your customers can engage with you through chat, they, almost 75% of them, almost 3/4 of them, are very satisfied with you. It will also help with conversion rate, right? Because, for example, we go to a marketplace, you want to buy something, the first thing you would do is, Min, ada stoknya nggak? Do you have this stock or not, right? And being able to talk to people helps with the conversion rate. And finally, not only that, we found that there's actually a high demand for real-time assistance, right? So again, I want to argue that if your business is not in chat right now, you're missing large opportunities. At the same time, chat comes with its own problems. The first problem is that chat is very unstructured. Yeah, if you leave it to just regular AI, it will be very difficult for them to be able to determine what you're chatting about, right? So for example, if in bahasa, right, whenever we say gua, we don't type GUA. What do we type? GW. Or maybe some people would just type G, right? All of those things, right? Which leads to high development rate and high opportunity cost if you have to develop your own language modeling, your own LLMs. The second one is that chat comes with very high expectations. If I chat your business and then you don't reply me almost immediately, I would be complaining, right? That's the problem with chat. The third one, it comes with cost and scalability. If your business is very active in chat, you have to think about how many agents you have to provide to be able to cater to all of those inquiries by chat. And finally, let's be honest, chat is such an underutilized tool at the moment. If you talk about social media or email, there's plenty of tools out there. But if you're talking about how you can utilize chat properly, it's very limited. So that brings me to my second point. That's why all of these problems can actually be solved if we use generative AI. Now, arguably, these are the two most famous tools right now, right? OpenAI and Google's Vertex AI. Those are the different tools, right? I mean, you can Google all of this. OpenAI have their most famous product. We all know it. It's called ChatGPT. Vertex has its own version of ChatGPT called Bard as well, right? What are the benefits? The first one, quick deployment. You don't need to train a language modeling with them, right? As for me, for our company, our experience is mainly with OpenAI. We know that with GPT-4, they're really good at the top 20 world's languages and proficient in the top 80 languages with GPT-4, right? So you don't need to train them, you don't need to tell them, okay, G equals GUA, GW equals GUA, right? They would understand it already. So all you need to do, is just to provide the knowledge database into the system. Secondly, if you use generative AI, like the previous speaker mentioned, right? You have 24/7 availability, right? Anytime your customer wants to chat with you, they don't need to get this auto reply. Our opening hours is only between 8 to 5, right? They can talk with you at any time and get answers at any day, at any moment of the day. Thirdly, they're also smart, right? So I mentioned multilingual support. So a use case is that we are in Malaysia as well, and in Malaysia they have 3 official languages: English, Tamil, and Melayu, right? If I have to develop each LLMs for all of these 3 languages, it would take me a long time. But because I use generative AI, it's very easy for me to train my chatbot to understand all of these languages. It understands intent and context. Bapak Ibu, this is a very important thing, right? Your chatbot needs to be able to understand the intent and the context of the conversation itself, right? It can also provide tonal differences. So, for example, for my banking clients, it needs to be very formal. But maybe for my retail clients, for my lifestyle clients, maybe you want the chatbot to be able to speak in a more friendly manner, right? These are the things that the Gen AI can do. And also, they can also reply with interactive and engaging response. The final one is that they are actually cost efficient, right? Not only are they cost efficient, they are also technically efficient. They can integrate to all of your backend systems, hence able to provide personalized responses. These are the things to consider before choosing your Gen AI platform, right? There's OpenAI, there's Vertex, but there's so many others out there, right? So these are just my 4 points to consider before you choose your own Gen AI platforms. The first thing is you want to define your goals and needs. What is your expected outcome whenever you want to utilize generative AI inside your businesses, right? What applications you want to build, what processes you want to streamline. The second one is you need to understand your own internal technical capabilities. Right? Do you have a strong tech team? If not, then what should you do with it? Right? The third one is think scalability and integrations. Right? Do you need this chatbot or do you need this tool to be able to integrate to third-party applications? Second one that's very important. How do you handle data privacy? How do you handle data privacy concerns? Right? And also, what is the scale you're looking for? The last one is analyze the cost and benefits, because each of those platforms have different pricing, have different models. So these are the 4 things that I think you need to consider before choosing your own platform. Finally, how do you create a better customer experience? Just quickly, these are the 3 things. Have a user-centric design, make sure you have a seamless integration and transition into, and also make sure you keep adding your knowledge into your own chatbot, right? There's different use case in the automotive industry, financial services, also definitely retail, but time's up, and then maybe we can talk about it more later. The last thing I would just say is, this is the recap. The last thing I would just say is, using chat and generative AI, this is what you can build. You can build a personalized interaction to each individual customers, but in scale and mass. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's interesting to talk about the tech and also to talk about the data and AI, right? It's very newness right now. about that kind of topics, right? And also, sometimes it's hard to understand how to implement that, right? I believe some of you already have some questions. So if you have some question, please raise your hand. Then the team will come. If somebody can give microphone. Ya Pak, silakan mungkin nama dan.
Okay, thank you. My name is Teddy from Sensormatic. Thank you for the presentation. We understand that the AI will be probably a future weapon, yeah, for the retail industry. My question is, we understand that all the digital data which creates big data can process with AI and serve as information. How about offline data, not in the digital world? How can you grab that offline data to be enriched? Yeah, thank you.
So your question will be to Dr. Lin or to Joseph? Dr. Lin. You go ahead, Dr. Lin.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understand what you're talking about. So you mean how to collect all the data from the real world, not only from the digital world, is it?
Yes, in the offline world.
Okay, I think for the past history, when I'm 59 years old now, 59. So when I'm 9 years old, this means a half century ago. Okay, what do? We only learn everything by pen, right? We write down everything, and when you go to a very small store, and the boss in the store is just like your neighborhood, right? So he knows how many things you buy. Even he knows how much money you owe to him, right? You don't have money, you owe to him, but something like that. Everything by paper. But now, even many different things to do it. Okay, even you are doing it offline, just like apps. You have many different apps from the mobile phone. So you just use any kind of apps, you can collect all the data over there. And also, you must have every customer to sign as a member in your store, any kind. Okay, not just only for this exhibition here. You come to exhibition, you must put in every material here. Then you use a QR code, right? So you can do anything just the same as the other company do in your even in your small store over there. So even a shopping, or even also a small convenience store. Anything, like in Taiwan, if you go to the 7-Eleven, you go to Family Mart, first word they say, what's your mobile phone number? Yeah. They say, what's your mobile phone number? Because you offer your mobile phone number before, then now they can understand how many things you buy. So you just try to start it. Use any other way, any way to do it, to collect the first data, then you will go step by step, then there will many data will come out. Okay. Thank you for that. We can talk in later, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lin. Any other question? If you have more questions, please. There are two speakers, great two speakers here that can answer your concern about AI, about data, about chat, about anything. Yes.
Thank you. So, my question is probably more for Pak Joseph. So I just want to get your perspective on the ethicality of generative AI, because from what I understand, in Indonesia here there's not that much discussion about the ethicalities. However, in Europe and much more mature markets, there's been a lot of debate about the ethicality, about how those AIs learn by scrapping through various data sources without permission. So, would like to get a perspective on that.
Yes. Can I know your name, Pak?
Hanif.
Pak Hanif. Okay. You can answer directly.
Okay, but that's a very difficult question, right? The ethicality of generative AI. Okay, this is my own personal view, right? As someone who's a player in the industry, this is something that I give a lot of thought to, right? What is the impact to the community that would, or to the companies? Maybe specifically, I'll get very specific, to the employees of the companies who maybe want to implement this type of things, right? And the conclusion I come up with is that just like the internet, just like the website, the mobile apps, sometimes technology is something that cannot be stopped once you open it. That's why for me, inside our company, I always encourage them to embrace it, to start learn about it, and to reposition themselves, right, into someone who can utilize this tool, right? So because the last thing you want to do is be someone who is not proficient in this tool. So for example, the best example is, in this day and age, if you cannot use Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, to be honest, it's very hard for you to work anywhere, right? Similar thing as well. That's what I encourage all of my teams to do, to just work on it and then pivot yourself to be someone who's proficient in using these tools. So I don't know if that answers your questions, but at least that's my take on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Jose. Any other question? We still have 3 minutes. Boleh di depan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, salam sejahtera. Mohon maaf, saya pakai bahasa Indonesia aja, boleh?
Boleh.
Terkait dengan create that personalized interaction to each individual customer and needs, seberapa aman kita menyimpan data? Contoh di dalam Google Drive atau di Outlook atau ada lagi satu itu. Dengan maraknya banyak hacker-hacker yang notabene itu secara IT and cybercrime-nya aja belum ketemu formulanya. Bagaimana untuk mensiasati itu? Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ibu pertanyaannya untuk Dr. Lin atau ke... Okay, so Dr. Lin, the question is how we can protect the data privacy that is available. Usually we are using a free tools like Google Drive kind of thing, right? And in the meantime, there's a lot of piracy about that, and a lot of hackers try to get it, our data, even our personal, right? Not talking about the company data, and even some of the companies using also the same tools, like the free one, like the Google Drive kind of thing. So what is your thought about that?
Okay, when you leave this conversation, maybe you want to go home. Going will take quick, okay, maybe some traffic accident will happen on the road, okay, and maybe you sleep tonight, but some of them cannot awake tomorrow morning. So the risk is already happen, but you just trust all those big companies in the world, like Google, like even ChatGPT, all the big companies, they're really concerned all these problems, all these scratches more than you, okay. So they will invest all the money to do it. You just trust. I think maybe 2 years ago. 5 years ago, you say you want to sign up in the website, they say, give me your credit card number. We will not give the credit number. But now for any number, you just one click, then you just give the number, go there. So you just trust the system and the work, and also the big company. They will handle all this problem for you. Not for me or you, not our problems. Okay, you just trust all those companies. Because they concern these things more seriously than you and me. Okay, this was my suggestion anyway. Yeah. You cannot say because there's some reason we don't want to use it. Okay, you didn't use it, then you will waste your time. Yeah, and time is money. Yeah.
Pak Joseph, you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to add that I agree 100%. I think for us Indonesians, there's not only, yeah, I've been in the technology industry for close to 15 years already. There's this still an idea that if I can see where my servers are, it's safer, right? If I can see it's in that room, it's safer. In actuality, it's not the case, right? It's, I would say it like, you keep money under your pillow, right? Is it safer than if you put it in a bank? Of course not, right? So the same thing as well. I think you want to analyze inside your company, do you have the capability to perform continuous security check? If not, then there's so many, like Google, Microsoft, all of those companies. I'm sure your company, my company, we all take great concerns about data security as well. Yeah.
Okay, so there is another question from over there. You want to try? Please go ahead. So this is, I believe, will be the last question because the timing is already up. Please.
Oke, thank you. Perkenalkan, saya Putri dari Ants. Kebetulan saya lihat di sini di Mimin punya company profile. Pak Joseph, saya mau tanya tentang customer engagement sebenarnya, karena itu penting buat kita apalagi produk F&B. Aku mau tahu bagaimana apa yang dilakukan oleh Mimin untuk customer engagement itu sendiri, apalagi untuk di bidang F&B ya. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bu. So F&B is one of our biggest industry, and we actually are launching with a restaurant to implement this generative AI chatbot with them, right? Chat commerce, like I mentioned in the beginning, is very huge in Indonesia. In Indonesia, it's 40% of all e-commerce, right? WhatsApp commerce is very big. But then the biggest problem is that usually in F&B, you would say that your waiters don't have the time or the resources to reply to the chat, right? So that's what we do, right? We create a chatbot to create the whole journey. So your customers can ask about your menu, the pictures, and then it can even ask, about the shipping prices. It can even go until payment, right? So you can create that whole customer experience journey with no human involvement whatsoever in it. So that's just one of the things that we do.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lin. Thank you, Joseph, for a good session today. I'm sorry the time is up, so we can have another chat in the other occasion. So I think to sum up what has been presented right now, right? In my opinion, right? The technology, the data is already out there. The question is, are we ready or not? Ready or not, we need to face that. The competition will come into that. It's already come into that area. So if we are not ready, then we will be left behind. So how we can integrate about the data, technology, and brand, your brand, to this new world of the business itself. So I think that's my sum up for this discussion. Thank you again for the opportunity and also for the discussion. Give a big applause for our speakers. Thank you very much.
For all the moderators and all the speakers. Thank you for Mr. Irvan Permana, Dr. Willson Lin, and Mr. Joseph Simbar. Please wait for a moment. We are having a token for our speakers. We would like to invite the head divisions of shopping mall from HIPPINDO, Bapak Wajidi. Please, Pak. This is a small token from us as a memory. Wait. Sorry, the stage is too small. Yeah. Thank you for the very, very interesting topic today. It's very interesting. Please have no. Oh, Gigi, can we have a group photo, please? Yes. Okay. Big smile, everybody.